Lindy here. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are going to be making some adorable Father's Day cupcakes. With Father's Day coming up soon, we are all scrambling to find an idea that will really mow Dad over. So we're going to be making lawnmower cupcakes today. First, we're going to assemble the lawnmowers, then we will assemble the cupcake piece of it. You're going to need some mini chocolate bars. It can be Mr. Good Bar, Crackle, regular plain Hershey's. I got a little mixed bag. You need some red candy. These are little Red Hots. And then some chocolate. And I have mine here in the microwave in a piping bag. And I'm reheating it right now so we can go ahead and get started. You're also going to want some wax paper in order to put the little handle on and freeze it, and I'll show you how we're going to do that as well, okay? So, I just took a little bit of chocolate chips and put it in a piping bag and snipped off the end. If you don't have a piping bag, just use a Ziploc. We are first going to make the handle of the lawnmower. My suggestion is to lay one of the candy bars down because you want your handle to be narrower than the chocolate bar, okay? If your chocolate gets caught up in the top, just squeeze a little bit out and then come back to the handle. You're gonna want your handle to be pretty thick so it will stand up. It's gonna look like this. And then you're going to stick that in the freezer for a little while. You wanna make one handle for every cupcake that you're going to frost, okay? The next thing we're going to do is we're gonna take one of these chocolate bars and we're gonna add the wheels and the buttons. So I'm gonna flip my chocolate bar upside down and put a dot of melted chocolate on each corner, and then I'm going to add a Red Hot in order for it to look like a wheel. Okay, super quick and easy. Things that you might already have on hand or that you can grab at the grocery store pretty quickly. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like on the bottom. We're gonna flip that chocolate bar over, and on one end, put a little dot and one more Red Hot, and that's our little on button. So it looks like this. Then I have my handle that I've already had in the freezer for a little while. I need to attach it to the lawnmower. So I'm gonna put a dot of chocolate on each side, on the inside of the chocolate bar, and then we're going to attach our handle. Now, this has to be done pretty quickly, and if you need to add a little more chocolate, you can, and then it will set up. So this is what our lawnmower looks like when he's all set up. So now we're going to assemble the cupcake piece of it. I have some green frosting here. I have tip number Wilton 233. It's a grass tip. If you don't have that, feel free to use a star tip and just go ahead and make little stars all over your cupcake to make it look like grass. You can also do this in cake form as well, right? You could make a lawn. You're gonna take the small coupler, put it inside your piping bag, push it all the way to the end, and you're gonna snip somewhere between the end of that coupler and the ribbed edge. You're gonna make a mark, pull it back, and snip it off. Then we're gonna go ahead and put our tip on and the top of the coupler, and whoops, and then we can go ahead and put our frosting. Frosting in a piping bag, my suggestion is to roll the bag halfway down and then fill the piping bag. Then you're not going to have as much of a mess. Using a spatula to put the frosting in, I have a nice pretty green. I used Wilton Leaf Green for my dye. And then when I'm ready to frost, I'm going to go ahead and unroll the piping bag, taking the bag between my thumb and my pointer finger and pushing the frosting all the way down. My suggestion is to take a little bit of wax paper and go ahead and get a little bit of that frosting going out of there, okay? So we're just gonna make some grass right on the top of our cupcake. Notice I have the bag twisted, always holding it between my thumb and my pointer finger, otherwise the frosting will ooze up out of the top. You can make a hill out of the frosting of grass. You can make it smooth on one side so it looks like it's already mowed. Get creative with it. And then we're going to attach the lawnmower to the top of the cupcake, and you're ready to go for Father's Day. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you're notified every time that we upload a new video. I appreciate you watching. Feel free to comment, give us a thumbs up, and if you have any questions as well, let us know. Bye.